it is May the 9th and I haven't got anything planned today. I said that yesterday, I know, and then we went out, well, I went out to save Ian from a flat tyre. But yeah, that we got that sorted. We actually went to the tyre garage and they repaired the actual tyre. There was a puncture in it and that's why it went down. So lucky enough, he hadn't damaged the tyre that it couldn't be repaired. So we did that yesterday. Then he borrowed a spare from his brother-in-law, so we took that back last night as well, then just come back and had dinner. So I did watch a lot of YouTube last night. Oh, my hair, look, it's just falling out. I am watching I am watching Beautiful Things, and she has a shop, and her name is Claire. She has a shop in Brentwood, and it's like a sewing and knitting, crochet type shop, and she does a lot of classes to learn to sew, to crochet and things like that. And I've been watching her, and I've been watching some of the stuff that she's making, and it is really, really nice. It's called Beautiful Things on YouTube. Go check her out. I will try and link her channel below this if I remember, because I will be uploading this either very late tonight or tomorrow morning. But watching all that, and also watching a lot of videos where people are making project bags and all bits and bobs like that, I might get... I've only got a tiny little mini sewing machine up in the loft, and I might try and make my own project bag. And I know that you have to be really careful by putting a zip in and all things like that, but I have watched a few YouTube videos about it, and some of the videos, they look really easy to follow. Not easy to do, obviously, but really easy to follow. My sewing machine is not brilliant, I must admit. It's one of these, you know, the JML, they were doing the tiny little sewing machines, so I might give it a try. But I'm gonna have to go to the market or Walthamstow Market, get some material, get a zip, and I might just try it just like once and see what happens, because I don't want to go out spending loads of money if I can't do it. So yeah, it looks really, really good. So I'm going to watch a few more videos on that as well. But today I thought I'd answer another couple of questions, and I have thought about the questions and the answers and everything. So I've just got them wrote in the book, my answers. The first question is things you have accomplished in the last 10 years. And it is supposed to be 10 things, but I couldn't think of 10 things, so I've just wrote down what I thought. So the first thing is I learnt to crochet properly, and that being I've learnt to crochet from a crochet pattern. I've learnt the different terminology, obviously the US or the American terminology and the UK terminology, because at first I didn't know there was any difference, and that's probably why my crochet was really, really wrong at first. But yeah, that is one thing that I've done. The next thing is I've actually moved home, and me and Ian have got our own home, or our own flat together, and we moved about 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago, into our own little flat, and it's our first place together. I did live with his parents for a long, long time, but this is our own place together, and it's really nice to have our own space. We can do what we want. Not that we couldn't really do what we want before, and we could come and go as we pleased. No questions were ever asked or anything. We could just come and go as we pleased. But it's nice just to do what we want and our own thing, and yeah, that's that really. The next thing is we've been on holiday alone together, and it might sound a bit strange, but last year was the first time we ever went on holiday together alone. We used to, when we first met, We went to Spain, but that was with my parents. Then we used to go to Cornwall, and that used to be with Ian's parents. That used to be every year. We haven't been every single year, but every year they go to Cornwall, and it was either we stayed at home or we went with them. That was in the 6 weeks. But yeah, last year was the first time we went abroad together on our own, and it was exciting. It was fun. We really enjoyed it. We could just go off and do what we wanted, without having to ask anyone else. We just sort of decided what we wanted to do the next day, the night before. Just got up and did it. So really enjoyed it, and we're doing it again this year. We're going away in July, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And it's nice just to be your own boss type thing, and get on with whatever you want to do and not have to worry about anyone else. So that was another thing. The next thing is I qualified in acrylic nail extensions. I went to Capital Hair and Beauty, and that is like a wholesalers in England, and they do courses there, and I qualified in the acrylic nail extensions. And that is like, you know, all these Chinese shops, they do the nail extensions, the acrylics and whatever, so I can do those. I haven't done them for a long time, and I'm not perfect. Obviously practice makes perfect, and the more I practice now, the better I will get. But yeah, I had all the stuff and everything. I did it on myself, and I did it on family members. I did do it for a little while, but it was just something that I decided I didn't want to do anymore. I am a qualified beauty therapist. In 2013, I think it was 13 or 14. That was 13. I qualified as a beauty therapist. I went to London College of Beauty Therapy, and that is in Oxford Circus. Yes, it is. It's just off of Oxford Street and Regent Street. It's on I can't think of the name. Argyle Street? No. Oh, it's somewhere around there. Anyway, it's called LCBT, and they have recently done it all up, and it's all really nice and pretty. And when I went, it was really run down, I must admit, really run down. It wasn't very nice. A lot of the products we were always running out of, and it was a bit of a shambles, to be honest. But we all did what we needed to do. The teacher she was so nice. Her name was Claire. She was so nice, and she don't work there no more. After we finished, and I think it was a couple of months after, she left and moved to a college nearer her home, because she lived out in Essex, so it was a bit of a trek for her every day. But yeah, so I'm qualified as a beauty therapist. I did do it for a little while, and then I can do facials, I can do manicure, pedicure, waxing. What else was there? I can do eyebrows, eyelashes, all things like that. And I was doing it for a little while. I did it for family members, but again, it was something that I wanted to go mobile with it, but not realising the amount of stuff that you have to have with you, like your massage bed and everything like that. And me, with my bad back, it just wasn't working. So after that, it wasn't something that I wanted to do. So then after that, I did a hairdressing course, and as you all know, I'm a qualified hairdresser, and I do that mobile. I'm still doing that now. I'm still an active hairdresser, and I've got private clients. I have family members, anyone that wants a cut or a colour or anything like that, then yeah, I'm your lady. I do it mobile, so I work when I want to work. And no, I'm not terribly busy at the moment, and that's probably why you see me at home a lot of the time. But there is times when I'm really busy, and times when I'm not busy. And I think that's like any new starting business, because at the moment it's still a new fresh business. It's not been going for years and years. So yeah, that is me. That is all that I've really accomplished in the last 10 years. One of them was going to be that I learnt to drive, but realised that it was more than 10 years ago, and it makes me feel really old. So yeah, it was in 2005 I learnt to drive. 2006 I learnt to drive, so it was 11 years ago. And I was 19 at the time. Yeah, so it just makes me feel really old. But yeah, so it's really strange to think I've been driving for 11 years. But yeah, hey ho, there you go, 11 years. So anyway, the next question I'm going to answer to today is an important thing a family member has brought you. My family members have always brought me lovely things, and the one thing that I can remember the most, and I still wear to this day, is my DD ring. When I was 15, it was actually on my 15th birthday, I fell through a window, and it was a window in a bathroom door, and I did this. I don't know whether you're going to see it properly. That scar there, and the scars on my hand. I did that, and it was my 15th birthday. My friend was giving me birthday beats, and we was at my nan's house. And my nan has got, or did, when she don't live there no more, it was a very, very long corridor, like hallway, and every room was off this hallway. And the living room was up one end, and the bathroom was up the other. And it was a really big flat compared to like what's built now. It was really big. It was in Whitechapel. And she was giving me birthday beats, and we was in the living room, and she was really punching me hard, and I went running after her. So we run up the hallway. She's gone into the bathroom and shut the door. But as she shut the door, I've pushed it, but I've pushed the glass, and obviously not the wood. I've gone straight through the glass, punched her in the head because I've gone straight through it. And we was having a tea for my birthday, and the whole house went silent, and then I just started screaming. So cut a long story short, really, because I don't really want to go through it. It is a long story. I was rushed to the hospital. My dad took me, and lucky enough, where the London hospital is and where my nan lived is literally a 2-minute drive. It was literally just down the road. So they wrapped a tea towel around my arm quickly, rushed me to the hospital, and I did have one of these rings on. I've actually still got it. Let me see if I can go and find it. I've got a load of hair that is just falling out of my head, so let me just pick this up because I don't want it to go everywhere. It is in my jewellery box, and if you watched my tidy video you would have seen where my jewellery box is. So let me just go and see if I can get it out of there. Yeah, so I did have, oh, let me just chuck that hair in the bin. I did have a ring on this finger, and obviously, as you can see, you see the scar? They couldn't pull the ring off because my finger had swollen so much that they just couldn't pull the ring off. So let's go to the light. Oh. Let me just sit here a minute. Oh, on the edge of the bed. Can you see that? That is what they actually had to cut off of me. And it's still got, I know it sounds really gross, it's still got the blood on it. No, it's not going to focus, is it? Anyway, it's still got the blood on it. Can you see that there? And everything. I just kept it as they took it off my hand. So my nan, which on my dad's side of the family, she popped into the hospital while they were doing this, and I started crying because I didn't want my ring cut off and that, and she said, don't worry, we'll go and get you a new one. So I didn't think nothing of it, and then after I was all better, because I had a cast on for a couple of weeks, where because I had cut all my tendons and all my nerves, I had to have a cast, so my arm was like that, so my tendons were loose. Then I was in a cast, and then I had to learn to use my hand again properly and everything like that. So after all that, my nan actually took me to the jewellers, and bearing in mind I was 15, she bought me this ring. So this ring means so much to me. Obviously my nan isn't with us anymore, and whenever I think of her, I think of this ring. I know it sounds so stupid, but it is slightly different. It's got like the texturizing around the edge where the other one didn't. This one is just plain. Yeah, so it means so much to me, this ring, because obviously it reminds me of what happened. It reminds me of my nan, and it reminds me that my nan was like, don't worry, we'll just go and get you a new one. Don't worry about that. It's something not to worry about. And she actually did. And so yeah, it does mean so much to me that my nan bought me this ring, and I've worn it every single day since. I've not taken it off or anything. And I probably will wear it forever because it means a lot to me. Other family members have bought me things or give me things and that, and yeah, it does mean a lot to me when people give me things, or family, especially family members, but buy me things and whatever. But this just, because it reminds me of what happened on that day, more than anything else. So that's why it is like that, basically. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop rambling, but that is what is important to me. So, and also not that the person bought it for me, but my nan from my mum's side, so my mum's nan, my engagement ring is actually her first engagement ring, and she gave me this, and she said keep it in a safe place, and she gave me this years before I met Ian. And I showed Ian one day, and we asked my nan, and he asked my nan whether he could use it to propose to me, and she said yes, of course. And yeah, so, but that was 14 years, 15 years, no, 13, about 13 years ago. But we're happy as we are. We don't need that marriage certificate to make us even happier. So it would be lovely to get married and to have that lovely special day and whatever, but there's no rush. So I'm happy as I am at the moment. But yeah, that is another thing that is important to me. So the rings that are on my hand are very important, because this just reminds me of my nanny Olive, and this one reminds me of my nanny Maureen. So yeah, the rings are really important to me, and I don't ever take them off unless I have to. I go swimming in them, I bath and shower in them, I do everything basically. Unless I really have to, then they don't come off. So I'm going to stop rambling now, I promise. But today I haven't got anything else planned for today, so I just thought I would answer some questions that mean something to me as well as you wanting to know, hopefully. So if you've got any questions, just leave me a comment down below and I will answer them, whether that's beauty or crochet or crafting or life or whatever related. Then just leave me a comment down below. And yeah, that's about it. So I will catch you when anything is happening today, like yesterday. But I very much doubt it, so I might catch you a little bit later on.